Welcome back to Midcap Mantra right here on ETNOW. Now, air cooler maker Symphony's stock has been moving up. Apart from a spectacular set of numbers, the company also plans to set up a news unit in the Surat SEZ. We have with us the management joining us right now. Nrupesh Shah, who's the executive director of the company, joins us from her Ahmedabad studios. Mr. Shah, thanks very much for taking out the time. You have, announced recently the plan to develop. Thanks. To develop a unit in Surat. What is the cost that will come to you on account of this development? How do you plan to monetize this setup?
Yeah. As per Symphony's philosophy and as per the business model of Symphony, it is always an asset-light model. So our total investment in Surat SEZ unit is going to be about 3.50 crore, and we expect it to be operationalized in next 3 to 6 months time. And in the first full 12 months of operation, we expect about 1 lakh units to be exported. And from SEZ, apart from various benefits, including custom duty exemption, the major benefit which Symphony is looking for is 100% income tax exemption on export profit. Because otherwise, as of now, Symphony is covered under full taxation, that is about 33.66%.
So, are you saying that when does this unit come on stream, assuming that everything goes online?
We expect it to be operationalized in next 3 to 6 months time. Say latest by June 11.
Okay. So then the point would be that if I'm looking at your Q2 earnings right now, you've done in 10 crores versus 2.5 crores or 3 crores.
Yeah.
Are all of these profits covered under the full income tax scheme? And therefore, once the unit is operational 6 months down the line, would you save on that 30% income tax?
Whatever units will be exported out of SEZ, on there will be income tax saving.
Yeah, so how much would that be, Mr. Shah?
So we expect that in the first 12 months, there should be an income tax saving in the range of 5 to 7 crores.
5 to 7 crores, okay. Great. The other bit would be that if I look at your Q2 numbers, the revenues were up 100%, the profit after tax was up almost 250%. What do you believe you would do in terms of PAT for FY11 as a year? Would safe to extrapolate? You would do around 40 crores in FY11?
Our year end is June, and we expect year to year in terms of top line and bottom line at least 50% of growth. That is, in 9-10 we had a top line of about 194 crore and bottom line was about 56 crore PBT and 37 crore PAT. So in both respects we expect year to year at least 50% growth.
Okay, so I'm assuming that on a 35 crore profit after tax or a 40 crore profit after tax, you would do 60 crores in FY11. How much have you done in the first half? You've done 10 crores in the second quarter. How much is the first half earnings, Mr. Shah?
Our first half earning is 12.60 crore. You might be aware that we are into air cooler industry and July to December is an off season. So historically in the first half we used to have just 5 to 12% of the sale and a substantial sale in the second half. And for the first time in the first half, Symphony made profit in the year 9-10, and in the current year in both the quarters, despite being off season, we have made a profit.
But my point would be, Mr. Shah, that if you expect to do around 60 crores, are you saying that the next 2 quarters you will do a profit after tax of almost 50 crore rupees?
That's right. Say if we take a year 9-10, then in 9-10 in first 6 months the profit was 2.5 crore and last 2 quarter profit was 34 crore.
Oh, okay. Great. So that is one. The second bit would be that, as Tanveer asked you, with regards to the how would you set up the unit, where would the money come from? Would you look to raise any kind of equity funding for your expansion plans, or all of it would be done by internal accruals?
No, all of will be by internal accruals. We have enough cash on the balance sheet and our capital investment is just 3.5 crore. Really a capital light business model. So there is no need to raise any equity.
Okay, great. One final word then. You mentioned about the numbers that will come out as a result of saving from the unit. If I'm correct, only 3% or 4% of your revenues come from export. Would you believe the export contribution over the next 12 months would be much higher than the current contribution?
In the year 9-10, 25% of our sales quantity was from export, and in terms of value, 18% of our sales value was from export. And we expect that ratio to be maintained. And even after SEZ unit is operationalized, probably only part of the export will be routed through SEZ. It will take a while to route entire exports from SEZ unit.
Just for the numbers sake, Mr. Shah, on a 60 crores PAT, what does an EPS come to for FY11?
If it is 60 crore PAT, it is working out about 85 rupees.
Alright, we wish you all the best for that, Mr. Shah, and we'll of course talk to you, post your numbers at the end of Q4 as well. Thanks so much for taking the time out. That's, well, 85 rupees of earnings per share. Pull up the stock price for you. That stock is up 5%, 966. Trading close to 10 times or 11 times FY11 earnings, 5% higher in trade. No prizes for guessing. I mean, no point in asking Deepak about a chart check on this one. But Deepak, just before we wrap up,